It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Tackled at the 32-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down and 3. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Third down.
Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum has clearly shifted in their favor?
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
On second down, Ingram. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Steps away to his left. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll run on first down. Carson down to the 25. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
DK Metcalf. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Seahawks.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Airing it out for Olsen. Way and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Marcus Peters on
so now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
It's 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did. And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. After the sack on first down, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
No gain on the play.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught by Mark Ingram. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, 50 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Wilson. Yep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A minute 52 to play until halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. empty here on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down. End zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. And he coughed it up, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra point.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
There on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson.
22-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The keeper.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Being chased out left. Incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Stop short of the goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jacob Hollister there to make the grab. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They go play action here on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run on first down. Carson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen.
Wilson.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll move the chains. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Carson, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
At the 9-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Dorsett.
Philip Dorsett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Jackson on the keeper.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Pass from Jackson, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its decision.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
13-yard line.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Mark Ingram.
The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game. I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. It's complete, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
Seahawks 20, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run it again with Hyde. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. You've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own 3-yard line.
You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Today's final score.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.